Horror Girls Podcast.
Welcome to the Horror Girls Podcast.
I am your resident Scream Queen, Harley.
And I am your resident scaredy cat, Jerry.
And we rate horror by thirst, thrills, and nightmare fuel.
Mostly thirst. Because we are very thirsty girls. And today we have such an exciting guest. We're so excited to talk to EMMA Higgins. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
I'm just going to read a little, I'm going to read a little bio. So you are the writer and director of Sweetness, a film that feels like a neon-soaked love letter to teen outsiders, feminine rage, and the beautifully bizarre. Emma is a Canadian filmmaker with a deep love of music, genre, and messy girlhood emotions, aren't we all? And Sweetness is the movie she's always wanted to see on screen. Basically, if you were ever a weird teen with eyeliner and big feelings, this one's for you.
100%.
Yeah.
Girl, we sat down and we literally sat in the chairs. We're like, she's one of us. She's our people. Like, we get her. She gets us. We felt so seen by this film.
That makes me feel seen because I didn't know. I was like, man, I hope that someone out here likes this, you know? I hope someone relates to the thing. I hope someone likes the things I like. So it goes both ways.
Oh my gosh, no, I think you nailed it. We want to dive into the film, but we ask everybody, what is your origin or your horror origin story? Like, how did you, this is a thriller, but like, how did you get into this genre? What felt exciting about exploring this material in this way?
There's a couple factors to it. I would say that there was a moment when I had a sleepover at a friend's house and I saw the movie Poltergeist and I was way too young for it. And I was like, ghosts? And then I had to exist with that in my mind for a while. And then similarly, like Jurassic Park, kind of a horror movie. Again,
totally.
Way too young. And then, stayed up all night just being very concerned that dinosaurs were coming for me. Like I was very, very afraid of velociraptors for years.
Oh, that makes sense. I was terrified tornadoes were coming to Tucson, Arizona after Twister for like a long time. And that's never happened.
Yeah. I had a ungodly fear of icebergs.
Yeah.
Because of Titanic.
Exactly.
So yeah, we extrapolate from the movies that we saw too young.
It's like those things too where everyone's like, I thought that quicksand would be like a much bigger part of my life.
Oh yeah, the Bermuda Triangle. I thought that was going to play a much larger role.
Yeah, I'd be there all the time. Things would always get lost. We would always talk about it. Yeah.
Or lava for some reason. I was like really convinced that like lava was going to be something that I would have to navigate like quite often in life. I have like knock on wood yet to like in real life encounter lava.
Yeah, me too. Except for in like Hawaii, I guess, where
you can see it from a distance.
Place.
Yeah, but that's you going to the lava. The lava didn't come to you.
Sure,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
valid.
Yeah. So I would just say that seeing those movies early on, and then I just also love that because I'm a girl, and there's just more women represented. It's like the final girls and all the stuff that we have in horror. It's such a genre for us, I think, too. So I was always. Oh, here's this genre that's like really cool. That's like, more often than not starring women and they're getting to lead the films. And that was really compelling to me as well. So I think that kept me in the genre. And I would say from those first Velociraptor scares until now, I've just was hooked. Yeah.
I love that so much. Yeah. So, okay. Sort of diving into the film, although this was like top of mind for me after watching it, I want to know who your teenage crush obsession was, because like watching this movie, I obviously I love Titanic. I was terrified of icebergs, but like Jack Dawson, I used to cry myself to sleep because I loved him so much and it was like painful. Like I wanted to marry him. I had his poster on my wall that I would like literally be like, oh my God. And it's like such a unique thing, I think, to teenage girls and like to girlhood. So we want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was yours.
We're Jack Dawson, also JTT and Home Improvement specifically.
Oh my God. My husband and I watch that to go to sleep now, and he's like just become like old enough where I'm like, this isn't creepy anymore as an adult to still be like, yeah, he's a cute kid. I was on the train the whole way.
You could see the influence in Sweetness too, I would say, from those two, because both Jack Dawson and JTT, the middle part And the hair.
Yes.
And the hair, the like
The
swoopy
swoop,
hair.
the swoops.
And so Peyton in the movie, I was like, he needs a middle part, and he needs to just like something about like the way. Oh my God, when Jack Dawson moves his hair out of his eyes, he's drawing her naked.
Oh yeah.
It is imprinted in my DNA as like just the moment. Yeah, I would say that that's pretty accurate. Those were the boys that influenced the movie for sure.
I love that. See, I knew our people.
Yeah, our people. I am curious, like something when I was watching it felt so evocative and transported me back to that teenage angst, like feeling like an outsider, feeling like I wanted to be seen and valued. And like if this person who I idolized so much saw me. And also this weird thing, like I think as we were growing up as millennials, like started to blur this line between what's real, what's not real. Like I thought Ashley Simpson was my best friend after watching the reality show, right? Like I got blurred and confused, and I imagine Gen Z is experiencing that and kids today as well. But I'm just wondering, like, what was your process in creating that feeling in the film? Because it's so palpable and so like, visceral.
I mean, I unfortunately would say living it, I think is one of those things. It's like this beautiful delusion, and I think that you see so much of it. People always, you see the things on TikTok and stuff too, where it's like, shaved my entire body just in case, like, at the top of my
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And before I went to an NSYNC concert for my 10th birthday, and I was like, I need to shave my legs, Mom. And she's like, for what?
Let's get
Why?
Because there's still just this like itty bit in the back of your mind that we all can't help but think. You're like, they might see me, and then they like, it's the basis of every fan fiction. You're like, and then they might just be like, and it's not always like sexual either. Sometimes it's just like Ashley Simpson, like she might just see me, and then she'd probably be like, oh my God, you're amazing. We should be best friends.
Cool. Yes, we already are.
I know so much about you.
Yeah, and then we'll just be like friends because we would totally get along if we met in person. Like you're just like convinced that. So, yeah, I think that it's just like a very human condition, and I just don't think enough women have made movies about that experience. Mainly, all my friends. This is what we live. It's healthy. It's normal.
It's normal. It's certainly normal.
What were like the cinematic approaches though to bring that to life? I know music was like felt very integral in creating and crafting this piece, and you've referenced like so many of our loves growing up. But yeah, like the cinematic approaches to bring that feeling to screen.
I mean, I would say that it's so like I don't know, it's such a mosaic of many different things that add up to that feeling. To me, like even the little things like the hair, like the way that both the lead girls like had their hair dyed with like some color in there, and the nails and the wardrobe, and the way that Kate and Riley's in her character, she just wants to shrink into like the biggest baggiest clothes, and like at the same time trying to be sexy, but it doesn't feel like right on her yet, and like and then the world building around it, like everything from like the sheets on the bed and that feel like they're, purchased from a thrift store and tell you so much about her life and her like, economic status, and like the portraits of the town and, the street that everyone lives on being, not like an epicenter of, culture, I would say.
Sure, yeah.
It just feels like all those little things kind of add up to that feeling I would get.
Yeah.
Then, of course, the concert scene itself, like,
Yeah.
hopefully that translates.
Amazing. I love that. So something that felt reminiscent. Did you watch the movie 13 growing up?
Yes,
Okay.
a huge reference for this movie.
Yes, I thought watching it, I was just like, oh my gosh, this feels like that time. I think I watched that movie when I was 16 when I saw it for the first time, and I was like, oh my God, it's that feeling. You feel so seen by it, and so yeah, it worked. It came through.
I need to tell you a story. I saw that movie, and then I got my tongue pierced, and I had a tongue piercing for years because of that movie.
How are your teeth? Are your teeth okay?
No, I did permanent damage to the gums on the back of my teeth, as they will warn you if you get a tongue piercing. But I blame that movie entirely.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm bad too. Like,
Yeah. No, I worked at a golf course when I was a teenager, and I convinced one of my 18-year-old coworkers to pretend she was my sister. She took me. I think I was like 15 or 16, and we went to the piercing salon. I got my belly button pierced without my parents. Like, we just said she was my sister, and because I saw 13, and I was like, that's me. I'm a bad girl.
My mom like purposely wouldn't let me watch that film so that none of that happened.
was
and I was very sheltered. I know. Apparently she was right. Let's not tell her that.
Well, now you don't have to deal with permanent gum damage from your piercing. So
there we go.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah. So we know that this film had existed in your thoughts, obviously lived experience, but how did the execution of it or the script idea evolve from the time conceived of it? Conceived of it? Conception?
It's conception, yeah.
Conceived of the idea to actually bringing it to life.
I mean, it was my first film, so I think there was a real learning process in how much I don't know, like we just talked about conception. I'm trying to think of like how to not do this allegory in a gross way, but like it's like
I love it. Please, let's go there. The birth.
I conceived of the idea, and then there was like I'd say the writing process was when this is so gross, pregnant with the idea, and then when we brought the cast on and stuff, it was like, I'd given birth almost, and through pre-production, like there's all these different people, like the cast brought so much to it, and like the crew brought so much to it, and the musician, like our composers, and then my editor, like throughout that process was like watching this kid grow up, and it was like at that point it almost starts to take a life of its own, where I'm like the film like entity that like I might have given birth to it, but it's not me anymore. It's like its own child.
It's its own teenager.
Yeah, it's a teenager.
Yeah, and now it's like talking back to me, and it's being like, I don't want to, this and that, and I'm like, okay, film.
I'm not who you think I am, Mom. Yeah,
I'm getting my
own
belly
person.
button pierced. So yeah, I don't know. It like grows and it has its own legs, and it's kind of beautiful. I think that's a cool thing about filmmaking is it's like everyone adds a little piece to the puzzle. So it's just, I don't know, group project.
Yeah. I love that. What are you hoping? I mean, I know we took so much away from this film, and most of that was feeling like the teenager that still exists inside of all of us is being seen. But what are you hoping that audiences walk away from this movie feeling or thinking about? It does have a life of its own, but as a director and as a writer, like, what's your wish for its audiences?
I think it's what you said off the top of this was that you feel like, yeah, you get to connect with other people who like the same stuff as you, that you get to find other, girls and fans and like, horror fans and just people who like lived a similar experience or life and like connect with, strangers. I've made so many friends through this process and like collaborators, and just even getting to talk with people like you. I'm like, okay, we never would have got to speak if we didn't have this connection through this movie. And so I hope that it connects people. Like it's been connecting me to people since we made it. So I hope that could continue even bigger through people who watch it and, talk about it.
I love that. What experience do you think? So I was born in New York, but then I moved to Seattle when I was in middle school. So I similarly have like the Pacific Northwest gloomy vibe. How do you feel like your environment influenced your girlhood, your teenagehood, and then your vision as a filmmaker into adulthood?
Yeah, well, I grew up in Vancouver, so we're not far from each other in Seattle,
Yeah.
Vancouver, Canada, not Vancouver, Washington.
Yeah.
So I would say that, yeah, Vancouver specifically has like, I don't know, it's kind of like a medium-sized city in a way too, but like there's so much Canadiana within this movie in an odd way. Like we had Much Music in Canada, which was like our MTV, and like I would watch that religiously. So like that was a huge influence. Like watching music videos, like watching the Spice Girls music videos or like Red Hot Chili Peppers videos, things like that were like into just in my environment. So like these weird ways where, like the programmers at this music video channel like were responsible for this film in a weird way, because if I hadn't seen those things, I wouldn't have made those things. And then yeah, I think that I grew up outside of the city too, so kind of in the suburbs, and it felt like a little bit of that, like, just uncool, like, waiting for, the world. Like, I wanted to be anywhere else but there the whole time I was a teenager. So, um, definitely big influence. There's so many things I could say to that. It's like we're all a product of our environment, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You've directed many music videos, and it sounds like music was so integral. And so I'm curious about how that influenced, your approach to this film. It feels so inspired by like a music video style, the colors that you use, like the pacing of it. Like, yeah, so I'm curious about that transition from music video to, this narrative sort of this narrative feature and what that evolution looked like for you.
I mean, I knew I wanted to be in movies, but I love music videos. I haven't directed one in a minute. I miss them. I feel like music videos, unfortunately, are not like in their heyday as much now, which is a shame because they're such a cool medium. Like, they are one of the most creative mediums. Like, there's no wrong way. They're like experimental films that have a huge audience, and that's so cool.
Yeah, that's true.
So it taught me everything I know. I would say is like on a skill level. I didn't go to film school, so music videos were my film school, and I was able to they're a gracious medium too because there's less rules than film, I would say. Like, because they're a little bit more experimental, like, I would say I could make mistakes in the technical space, and they could kind of go a little bit more unnoticed because it was just a choice of experimental filmmaking, and
Right, yeah.
so I gotta, like, really learn. It was school for me, and yeah, it was a really cool, school, and then you can see that influence just in, like, learning the types of characters that inhabit the world of Sweetness was all from that time. So yeah, fans and musicians and, like, that's the entire world is based on those years that I spent around the music industry.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, so we on our podcast we rate all the movies we watch on 3 metrics. It's the Prairie Dog meter, the Martini meter, and the Nightlight meter. So we would love if you're willing to give like a brief synopsis of the film for people who haven't seen it yet, and then we can jump in and we'll explain the meters as we go, and then we'll rate them. We'll rate the movie together.
Okay. Sweetness, for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, is a story of Riley. She's a 16-year-old girl who is obsessed with this pop star called Peyton Adler. He's the lead singer of the band called Floor Plan. And after a concert by Floor Plan, the two cross paths unexpectedly, and she learns that he is not what he says he is, which is clean from drugs mainly. So she takes it upon herself to save him, basically, and she is going to lock him in her house until he can basically a forcible rehab. Obviously, things are going to go a little awry along the way, but that is the setup for the film in a nutshell.
Nice.
I really do feel like this is this is just the extreme of every fantasy I've ever had at any concert I've ever gone to.
And also gone worse than I would have ever hoped.
Sure. But I understand the compulsion too. Like I love a bad boy and I always want to save him. I mean, like, yeah, I looked at Nosferatu. I was like, I could change that man.
I know. And I was also like, am I into this Nosferatu? I
am 100% into
We talk about the mustache almost every day.
Like, I don't know if I'm scared or turned on, but I think it might be both.
I know. I think my type really walks down that line.
Yeah. Like,
I love it.
Oh, God. I mean, we're growing. We're learning. I think
we are. We're healing. We're in therapy.
We're evolving.
Yeah. Also, Peyton Adler, such a good name. Like,
it reminds me of like, did you ever watch Protozoa?
Oh, Xenon?
Yeah. Girl, the 21st. No. Oh my God. It was like a Disney Channel original movie, and Protozoa was like the quintessential, like had the the little like bleach blonde little spikes, and I don't know, not the same, but yeah, it's similar. Phantom.
This is the thing too. This is my Canadian. There's so many things that people bring up to me sometimes, and I'm like, there is like the cultural. Some stuff did not cross over to Canada.
It didn't cross. Yeah,
that makes sense.
And then sometimes I'll drop things and people will have no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I don't think we're that far apart culturally, but then there's some stuff.
But then there's the chasm.
That's fair. I never had ketchup chips until I went to Vancouver for the first time, and I was like,
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
this is a thing.
Ketchup chips, poutine. Like there's so many different. I don't know, things I didn't realize. Our entire chocolate bar system is different.
It's very different.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so our first metric is the prairie dog meter, which traditionally is like a jump scare meter, how much you're going to poop your pants.
Yeah, how much is the prairie dog like coming out of the butthole? But I think it also relates to like, what's the feeling in the body? Like, what is this in the gut to your innards?
Yeah.
How many prairie dogs is it out of?
Honestly, so it can be taken in many directions. Some people have gone literal, like this is 20 prairie dogs. Other times it's just like the way in which the prairie dog is coming out, shooting out,
oozing, constipated. You know, prairie dog can't make it out of there.
I would say it's not the most. I would say it's like a slow discomfort. You know, like one growing.
Prairie dog.
Yeah, it's forming. It's
forming. It's building. It's getting bigger.
You've eaten Indian food and something is starting to shift.
Yeah. Hopefully by the end of the film, you'll feel that you have passed something, you know, and there will be a sense of relief.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah.
Our next meter is the martini meter. So how bangable is the villain? And I think we can think about the villain in many different ways.
Yeah.
Some are appropriate, some maybe are inappropriate to use that metric for. But I guess like who would you consider is sort of the villain in this? And then how bangable are they?
I mean, like I'm going to say it's Peyton Adler. It's got to be the rock star in the instances for so many reasons. And oh my God, bangable, like the most.
Yeah. I don't think you need any martinis or any alcohol to bang. I wouldn't.
No. All my teenage hormones would just be like,
Yeah, it's Jack Dawson. It's levels of bangableness. It's just kind of cool. You have to have it, and I felt weird. Because Herman is like just a wonderful professional as an actor too, and but throughout the film, I was like sexualizing this character is part of the thing. If like he's not sex, like we don't get why she's doing that thing. You got to be sexual, so get some more sweat and get your butt on stage, and that's part of the role. Like we gotta be true to the pop.
He did a really good job. I was really like, is this man a pop star? Like like I feel like he really fulfilled that niche. I was like, oh damn, I believe it.
Yeah.
He could be, honest to God, like it's all him singing the entire time. He's an amazing dancer. He's an amazing dancer. He's an amazing singer. He's an amazing actor. He's very, cute and lovely too. He should and we're releasing all the songs for Floor Plan. They're out. The first single's out on Spotify.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
So yeah, it's called Payback. We released a music video for it too. So like
incredible.
I'm just hoping that Floor Plan takes its own life so that he can.
Yeah.
He should be a pop star. Get the man on microphone on stage.
Yeah, when he wins a Grammy, he'll be like, Emma launched my pop star career. Thank you.
Yeah. He's gonna be like the kind of pop star too. Like I don't know. He needs to dance as well. Like bring back dancing. Justin, we're not dancing anymore now. He's too cool. So I don't know. I appreciate the choreography, and he could do it.
Yeah, I love that.
And last up is our nightlight meter. So how many nightmares is this going to give you? What is going to be that lingering feeling? Will you need a nightlight, when you go to bed?
I mean, no, we're not like I think that we're not, for the scaredy cats, this is a good, I would say, intro movie. We're not going to keep you up at night. We're going to make you maybe like look at your like little cousin who's really into Harry Styles a little bit differently, and you're gonna be like, I just got my eye on you.
Yeah.
So
Don't get crazy, girl.
Yeah.
it's making you see the world through maybe a little bit more of a suspicious lens. But like, to be honest, you don't have a lot to fear unless you're like specifically are like a hot pop star, you know?
Sure.
Right. Maybe
which
this is like a
case,
warning.
oh, look out.
Yeah.
I
Beware.
kind of thought it would be like, oh, maybe I would have my little flashlight to reread my journals from high school. Like I used to write poetry about the boys I had crushes on. I used the word strife in like every single poem. Everything was strife. So I was like, yeah,
like
just
one of those like clip on to the
Like the books.
That's like the little light that comes on.
yeah.
They talked about there's this documentary, it was like a film, but they did this thing where they toured and people from different cities would come up and read their teenage journals on stage. I forget what it was called. It was
my
like
God.
the awkward. It was
Um,
look it up. But it's
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called, but
it's so funny. It's because people are like, oh my God, like everyone's
Yeah.
delusional, and it's just
oh yeah. There's just so many hormones happening.
Oh my God, yeah.
When you're a teen, and it's like
Also heightened.
everything's so heightened, and it does like. Well, I can't say it enough. Like Sweetness really encapsulated that feeling that I do feel like is unique to teenage girls. Like I know boys have crushes, but like there is something crazed. Like
Consuming.
yeah, like when you go to I went to Harry Styles. We went to Harry Styles a couple years ago, and like, I mean, between teenage girls, grown women sobbing, just like he came on stage, and we're just like, oh my God,
Yeah.
and it is.
It's like a full body impact.
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's also I don't know, like there's nothing wrong with it. It's the other part of it. I don't want to say that it's like, oh, that's like it's wonderful. Like let's all enjoy these. It's like fun.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the more you can talk about it, the more you can like normalize it, and then it doesn't get out of control or, manifest in these other ways. Like I think if we can talk out loud and be like, yeah, this is a thing that we all experience, or many of us do. Yeah, we create community around it, and we create conversation. We create like, oh, what is a healthy dynamic?
Yeah.
Instead of like,
Yeah.
I'm going to idolize this and then never talk about it and then see it in my dating practices,
Yeah. I think we all need to. There's we talked about like liking the bad boy, thinking that we can fix them, all these kinds of things. We gotta learn from these. We live, we learn, we grow.
We do. Yeah. And it's all a part of it's a normal part of the journey.
Yeah. This has been so wonderful. Thank you for taking time. It's such a delight to meet you. Congrats on the film. It comes out February 13th, right? On all streaming. Do you want to, tell us where we can find it.
So February 13th across the states, you're going to be able to rent it, buy it, and then so any Amazon, Apple, wherever you rent movies, Fandango, please. It's already available for pre-save, but February 13th, Valentine's Day weekend. If you are a lover girl or lover boy who wants to watch a different kind of weird love movie, this one is for you that weekend. And keep an eye out for it on streaming in the future. We will be out on streaming platforms again in a couple months. So that's amazing. Yeah, I'll also say too, in Canada, we come out March 6th in theaters. So for my
oh my God, that's awesome.
Brethren, you can come out and see us in the theaters. So see us in the Cineplex near you.
Oh my gosh, cool.
That's where we need people to go watch it.
Yes. Yeah. Please go to the theater.
Well,
thank you so much, Emma.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome.
And also, just I want to say one last, which is if you get the chance to rate it, please go on Letterboxd.
Talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah, we need people to we are again just a indie girly film that we need all the love we can get. So whenever anyone talks about it, including you guys, it's amazing, and we want to encourage all your listeners and fans to just go out and give us a Letterboxd, tell your friends, whatever you can do to help share the word is so cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Amazing.
Awesome.